welcome back, Generals, to another Let's Fix Generals 0 Hour to make the best game ever. Good. Before we get back to code, let's look at reviews. Let me see. What do we have currently approved? Aircraft takeoff order deterministic. Okay, so this is enhancement shared minor no retail. How do we say? Tweak and tweak and behavior. Tweak behavior. Tweak behavior. This branch cannot be rebased due to conflicts. But it can be squashed. Okay. Okay, so this change fixes veterancy effect appearing at the map origin for spawned units, produced from buildings, dropped from planes, spawned by scripts. That makes sense, yeah. Setman veterancy level. Set level to at least this. If we already are bigger than this level. Regular. The setter is assumed to know what they are doing. Set min veterancy level. Where is this called? There are two places. No, one place. Veterancy gain create. On create. Use set min here. I wonder. How about pass this down from the only caller, but technically setmin veterancy could also be used by something that could also that calls it after creation. Actually, the alternative fix here is that the positioning fix here is that the positioning of the feedback effects is fixed. Effects on unit creation is fixed, but perhaps that would look too spammy when many units leave with veterancy and leave the factories with veterancy effects. to spare me and annoying. Okay, next. This change fixes valid mouse cursor and oral feedback when commanding saboteurs to enter enemy buildings in the process of being sold or under construction, which is not a valid action. Uh-huh. Test status. Object status. Why is this tested in a different way than this here? What is this? Test status. M status test. It's doing the same as this here. Bits. M status. It's possible to test multiple bits at once. Test for any. Oh boy. Make status mask 2. Test for any. What does this do? Oh boy. Can simplify to it's valid to execute. What about the other sabotage? Create collides. Ah, here it did address multiples. Never mind. Never mind. 7. 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, so he touched 8, 7. Then which one did he not touch? He did this? Fake internet. Military power. Super weapon. Super weapon he didn't touch. Why not? The also it's the same fix. So where's this call? To me it looks like that this would change gameplay, no? It's valid to execute. Fixes valid mouse cursor and oral feedback when commanding saboteurs to enter enemy buildings in the process of being sold or under construction. Okay, so he claims it's only about the mouse cursor. It's not about the underlying logic, but is that true? Oof, it's not obvious. It's being called inside game logic. Uh-oh. Oh no, that's just a function declaration. Never mind. Actually here. Yeah, no. Yeah. Where's it? Where's it called? Here. Would like to collide with. Create collide. Okay, I still don't see who is actually calling it. It's quite warm, by the way. Hard to concentrate. Yeah. Melting away into small puddle. Okay, who is calling this? I don't know. No one is called here. On collide. Aha. Aha. How about we take a supply center create collide? How about we put a breakpoint in here? Yeah. Then we compile and we test in game what happens. We probably need 2 clients to do this properly. Quick start. Quick start. Oh no, I started in full screen. Uh-oh. Good. Multiplayer network. Okay, so we have a Chile and we have a China. Yeah. Let's make both China. Let's take Staff General. Okay, let's enable the cheats. Okay. 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 Where's this being called from? Game UI. Would like to collide with. Yeah. Okay, so yeah, if it's only called from UI to filter what we can collide with, then I guess it's fine, yeah. Okay, and so... Oh shit, we disconnected. Can we eliminate this timeouts? Let me see. Let's search for timeouts. Timeouts. Action timeouts. In network, we have connection rights. Connection manager. Do we have something with timeout here? Oh. Get minimum cushion. Average latency. Um, disconnect player. Frame metrics. Okay, I don't know where this timeout would be, but it must be somewhere. Timeout. Timeout start. Player timeout time. The number of milliseconds between when a player last disconnect keep alive command was received and when they are considered disconnected from the game. Okay, why is this commented out? What is this? Okay, I wonder why this is commented out. That must mean there must be some other source of timeouts value. Maybe we have some network ini file. Network. No. No network. network. Network any. No. Let's search for 60,000. Aha, here. Network player timeout time. Timeout time. Why is it not called timeout milliseconds then? Boy. Aha. It's part of global data. Look at that. Aha. Okay. And so this value is set to 60,000. Okay, so we can modify it here. Cushion history length. 10. Network timing settings. Don't mess with these unless you know what you're doing. If you're tempted to mess with these, please let me know. Brian. X36810. Whatever that means. Maybe it's his prison number. Okay. Yeah, so I wonder. So for debug, I would like to disable this thing. Maybe in a disconnect manager. Has player timed out. Do we have a global data debug? Global data. Why is that not found? Global data. Global data debug, there it is. I don't know why it cannot find it here. That's weird. So I suspect the way to test it is take this file and put it in generals, 0 hour, new, data, ini. Game, data, debug, .ini. And then now we would take this guy and put this in here and set it to some absurdly high number. And I suspect that this will work now. Let's see. Okay, and so now if we break now, then we get a disconnect screen and we have an infinite, quasi-infinite timeouts. Very good. Okay, and so if we come back, the game goes on. Cool. Okay. Good, is valid to execute. So, supply center create collide. Yeah. Is effectively dead, false. sentences in this function. Start with capital. Good. Prevent valid CI. Okay. Okay, what else do we have? Oh, it's so warm. Jesus Christ. Oh, I'm melting. Oh boy. Couldn't think of any circumstances where something would call this after creation. Yeah. We have a feedback for the player to see this effect every time its producer spawned. True. Okay, so this affects objects. Looks good. Objects. Levels, minor bug. Okay, so this might only need to be scaled against 30 in the end after looking back over it and following through what calls the command translator. But using the logic tick rate constant is not exactly correct either, since that is not what it's technically being scaled against. Yes, it needs to be scaled against 30, yes. With it being related to the retail default max frame rate in our instance, it would be a min frame rate, I guess. My code scaling against this kind of worked okay. These messages got updated as part of the game logic update, hence why I mentioned scaling against the current logic rate. But they get acted upon programmation, which is called yes. Okay, what I can offer to do here is we can need some calming here. Okay, so oh, that is way too calm. Okay, how about we add a new in game common. We add a new thing here. Here we call it base frame rates. Base frame rate 30. And we add a comment. The original base frame rates for this game. Let's say the historic base frame rate for this game. And then we take this guy and then we search for 30.f and we don't find it. So we search for 30.0.f and we find it. So we got a bunch of matches here. Then here we do this guy and we do a Rio. Base frame rate. Is that a good name? Base frame rate. Base. Yeah. Maybe we call it base FPS So even shorter than base. Base FPS. It's pretty nice and short. Maybe we should write it differently as base FPS. It doesn't quite fit the style here of this, but okay, and then we rename this guy to FPS ratio. Yeah, base FPS. Maybe we even call it base FPS, like so. Base FPS. Okay. Is there any other duplicate of the symbol? No. This is the only one. Good. Then I would say we add this one to camera shaker, decoupled camera. Must be this one, right? 1, 2, 3. So you would add it here. Maybe we clarify here that this value must never change. he had one more comment about some other here. This one, max FPS. Maybe we need to remove it one more time. And then we add it to this one here. Then we go to game engine. And then in the constructor, we search for 30 here. And we say here base FPS. And so this is the correct change. Yeah. Commits. Okay, then we stash. Okay. Push it. Stash pop. Okay, then let me write some answer here. Okay, edit new constant base FPS and use that instead of 30. Fixed. Okay. Good. Let's get back to our work in progress change in regards to the construction. Right, so the remaining problem that we had was that currently there is no strong coupling. So that's from last video where we picked off. working on the special power module. So right now there's no strong coupling between construction being finished and calling this on construction completed. Right. Plus there's an unknown in regards to hole repairs. Although it could be that it's done by this worker calling this as well. Yeah, so check for construction complete, goal object, get construction percent. Is larger equal 100%. Finish building sound. Clear model condition flag. Let me search for this here. Right, so AI player also calls it. An AI player. Worker AI updates. Clear the under construction status. Oh boy. Update our upgrades. Yeah, so I'm inclined to add a new function to objects. Somewhere on capture, on destroy, on capture, on die. I would say we just add it here. Voids on construction completed. Hello? Oh boy. On capture. Then we just put it above it. Then maybe we put here a debug. Debug assert crash. Goal objects on construction completed. On structure produced. Building. Construct the building. Construct, what is this? Constructs. Make unit, can make units. Constructing new objects. Set construction percent 0. Okay, I have no idea if assert is okay for this. I don't know. Okay, so but what we do is we take this guy and we put it in here. Good. And then we do the same here. Building on construction completed. Maybe we take this guy here. We put this here. On construction completed. Yeah, so let's put a breakpoint in here. Is there any other place that clears this flag? Test, 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 test. I don't see anything else. Oh, actually here. Oh, that's another function, never mind. No, looks fine to me. Okay, so now the big question is, will this assert here actually hit or not? Maybe. Maybe not. Okay, so the promise is now that when a building is completed, only then the special power module will be initialized. And so the timer starts earliest when it's actually finished building and not any time before. Okay, so let's say we take an official map and we take an enemy, hard army, China, yeah, why not? Or Chile. Let's take a medium army and let's not overdo it here. Let's take some nice map. And with nice map, I mean a huge map. How about we take this here? This looks good, right? Then let's put this. Let's put the logic frame rates. Oh boy. Oh shit. Well, that's a problem, isn't it? What is this? Well, that's a bit of a problem. Now that's interesting. So when you set no FPS limit, and then you want to change the logic frame rates, oof. Let's see. Okay, it's something we need to look into. Oh man. So let me test without AI first. Yeah. Okay, let's put breakpoints here. Let's build a Scud Storm. Init. Init countdown. Okay. Yeah, so we need to yeah, let's put a breakpoint in here and see what the AI player does. Let's actually take a USA so that he builds a strategy center as well. Yeah, maybe we put him in our team so that he doesn't do friendly fire. Okay. Huh? Okay, that is actually already being called here. Oh, that was fast. Huh. Okay. Construction percent is -1. Oh, well, that's not good. Maybe we have construction completed. Construction set construction percent. Construction complete is, I think that was -1. Construction complete. Yeah. So I probably need to say get construction percent, either it's equaling this or this. Is the construction really completed yet? Okay, let's try this again. Maybe we can also add a breakpoint. Condition not. No. Condition not. Oh, that didn't work. Shit. Ah, I hate this dialogue here, because if you don't enter it correctly, it just disappears and then nothing works. Okay, how about we try this? Okay, that works. Okay, so this is now getting called by the AI guy for something. Yeah, somehow he is building things. Ah, okay, but yeah, he's just building things, but it doesn't necessarily have this. Yeah, okay. Actually, there is. Huh. What is that? This. This is command center. Okay. Construction completed. Okay. It still is a command center. Okay, I think that makes sense, yeah. So effectively the command center was created and then it went through this here. Okay, I think that makes sense, yeah. Okay, how many are there? Okay, good. Then let's have our mates build. Yeah? Let's have him build like some nice strategy center and so on. It's kind of wild that the doses stop and at 0% and wait a little bit. Oh boy, wasn't that just good? It looked like there was a graphical glitch for a frame. Yeah. Huh. Yeah. The doses, they first have to go through the papers and verify that they actually have the permission to build before they build. Nice bunkering here, yeah. Always put two next to each other. Okay, where's the strategy center? He's rushing. And put three guys, 3 or 4 in there, and then he was happy with it. This guy then stopped. Okay, is he building a strategy center or not? He's not. Yo, what's going on here with the graphics? Jesus Christ. Why are the planes in the ground? What is this? Is this floating? Aha, there we got something. Is that a strategy center now? Let's see. The strategy center. Okay, cool. Yeah, he's rushing my base, but he's scared. Yeah. He's looking for enemies. Okay, is he also building a particle cannon? No one cares. Okay, so I saw one odd thing when I was debugging this quickly. The available on frame once was some value here, and then it set it to 0. That looked weird. Let me see that again. Actually, let's play that back in the replay. In the replay, it's not an AI player though. Let's play it back anyway. Okay. Okay, strategy center is being built. Yeah. There we go. So available on frame. Yep, this looks normal. This looks normal. Okay, this looks strange because here we have a number already. Huh. Okay, that is odd. What is the current frame? 10842. It is this one, this frame. Huh. What kind of thing is it? What kind of module? Change battle plans. Yeah. That must mean that it went through this path on construction, right? Let's put a breakpoint here. Okay, and what happens if we continue stepping in it? Start power recharge. Looks like nothing bad will happen. It would probably set the same frame, yeah, again. Okay. But then we call this here twice, right? Yeah. Okay, so there were two of these. Let me debug this again. Good, fast forward. Oh boy, it's so hot. So hot. Okay, here we go. Good. So, special ability, change better plans. Yeah, available on frame 0. So we are in objects, new module. Construction completed. Oh man, what is this? Let's do m, comma 10. Oh, how deep is this data? Jesus Christ. Okay, so there's that. but this thing, it contains no duplicates, right? They're all unique here. Okay, what I don't understand is how we get in here twice then. Because that appears to be what happens, right? So this object is the strategy center. Yeah. And so we have set it to a frame now, and now it will go to the next one. The next one is null. Oh. Ah. 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 Well, that's not quite right what we're doing here, right? Actually, no. We have a condition here. Never mind. Never mind. There we go. There's the first one. Spy vision. Okay. Null. Null. Jesus Christ, how much is there? Okay, that's it. But then there comes another one. I called it twice. Oh. Huh. Huh. Aha. Aha. Called it twice. Okay, so where's the first time, where's the second time? So I may do a restart again. So build structure now. Okay, so the issue is this function is called twice. Fair enough. Fair enough. Fair enough. Okay, there we go. It's building the surgery center. Let's see who is a double offender here. So, aha, dozer. Dozer action update. So, dozer task build. So, okay, so the dozer itself finishes building. Yeah, yeah. And then this as well on structure produce. And I will also call it. Okay. Okay, I would say the simplest workaround is we say if what here we say uint max. And here we say if that equals uint max, then we do that. And this way we only ever get here once. Maybe we say debug asserts superhackers add to the AI player can call this function more than once on an option on modules. Investigates. I need water. Okay, good. AI player can call this function more than once on more than can call this function. Then it's expected to be called. Must be called on this function is expected to be called on completed constructions only. Let's say this function is expected to be called after a status was completed. Okay. Okay, but this will this should avoid the double calling. Set disabled. Yeah, so this looks to me that like it could be correct for now. Yeah. Yeah, okay, let's look at the change here. So we have a pure virtual here, yeah. We have an override here, init countdown, okay. We have an object on construction completed, yes. AI player will also call this now. And here as well. Structure produced. Build structure now. Maybe we remove it from here. Maybe we keep it for now. Okay, so here we can revert this here again, because that's now in here. Yeah, so we reset this change. Yeah. Okay. Good. Then then I will stash those changes and go to main branch and open a new branch and call it fix special power updates. Fix special power updates under construction. Okay, so this is bug fix. Special power. Fix fix special power states when during object construction, during say structure, during building construction. Fix special power state during building construction. Special power, maybe we say special power available states during building construction, or just construction, during construction. Fix special power ready states available in frame. Fix special power ready. Okay, so that is an alternative fix for this one here. Fix availability of building-based special powers. This change is an alternative attempt at fixing follow-up for alternative attempt at fixing. It's an alternative to this and attempts to fix the special, let's say special, fix special power, fix the special power ready state during construction. To do that, it postpones the initialization until the construction is signaled done. To do that, this changes an alternative. Postpones the special power initialization until the construction is signaled done. Okay, labels, no retail, major, gen ZH, gen, major, ZH, this projects. Well, then we don't need gen ZH. Maybe instead of this here, maybe we say if test status, if it already is no longer under construction, then we just return. Then we had a debug assert crash. is already signaled completed. No. Then here we say unexpected. No. Yeah, unexpected states. What does it actually mean? Hold on. Reconstructing. Is rebuilds. Okay, so it looks like that. Yeah, if this is not set, then this one should also not be set, I think. Okay, and then we can go back in here. And then we can add this assert now. Debug crash assert. Debug assert crash. Maybe we can be here a bit more explicit. This flag is not expected to be set. I think we can simplify unexpected. Yeah, unexpected status. I think that's good enough. Oops. Unexpected states. function must be called only after a function must be called status construction complete. I do wonder what happens if a building is rebuilt. Scudstorm. We need to test that. Must be called only after object status under construction. We should probably test it with the Scudstorm that is rebuilding. Let's put a breakpoint here. Yeah, let's build a Scudstorm, kill it, and have the worker rebuild it. Yeah, then it will be interesting what happens. What's the time? 2 hours 20. How about we take a break and continue next session? Yeah, I will take a break here. I wish you a great day or night. Until next time. Goodbye.